switches. We're going to be hitting the aerial switch to be exact. This is a toggle switch here, and we're going to make sure that it's working properly, and we're going to make sure that when we do hit the switches, the antenna is going to hop up and down. So just want to go ahead and make sure everything's working properly. Like I said before, I don't want to install all this stuff and then just try to problem solve once everything's in the car. So we're gonna test the toggle switch and the cigarette lighter too. So these are gonna be some pretty easy, simple bench tests and straightforward. So all right, let's just get to it. All right, so here we go. So I got a 12-volt battery. I got a positive and a negative hooked up to it, and from the positive I got a fuse alligator clip, and it's coming out to this one right here, and I have my voltmeter, my negative voltmeter hooked up to the negative here. So if you look at the toggle switch, there is a arrow on here, and that pretty much lets you know that, you know, up or down. Pretty basic. But if you turn it around in the back, there's 3 males in the back, and not one of these are negatives. These are all positives. But the main power goes to this this male here, this peg right here. So we're gonna go ahead and hook this one up, and this one's the one that's going to distribute power to these two. So when you hit the toggle switch, if you hit it up, this one's going to power up. If you hit the switch down, this one's going to power up. So if you see here, 0, it's not giving us the 12 volt. It's not giving us the 12 volt. But if we touch this one, it's going to give us a 12 volt. So we know there's power coming from the battery to the switch here, because if you look at the multimeter, it's giving us 12. There we go. But the moment you hit the switch down, you should get a 12 volt number, and there we go, there's a 12. And if you touch this one, you're not going to get anything, not until you hit the switch. And there we go, there's a 12 there. Let's do that one more time. There's a 12. So if I were to get nothing, 0 or low numbers, there's something definitely wrong with the switch inside. But it's pretty straightforward, not too hard to test them. So there we go. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to the antenna, and make sure that it's working properly as well too, that it's going up and down. So here we go. All right, so here we go. I got 2 alligator clips, and so like I said, these are all positives, all these right here, and these 2 are positives as well. So I'm gonna hook up some alligator clips to this here, and to this one here, and I'm gonna go ahead and hook these up to the switch. And like I said, this is the main power, and the main power is going to distribute power to either side, just to power up the antenna to either go up or down. So I'm gonna try to leave this here, and your ground, you want the ground to be hooked up to the antenna, directly to the antenna. So we got the ground hooked up over here, and here we go. It should go up or down. So this is up. There we go. So I had these on the wrong side, so we could just go ahead and put them on the correct side. There we go. So here goes the arrow, so the antenna should go up. There we go, it's going up, and then it's going down. So the switch is working properly, the antenna's working properly, everything's working good. So there you go. That's how you test them. So, or bench test them. So there you go. It's not too much to it. Sweet. All right, so next we got the cigarette lighter, and this is straightforward. I'm just gonna go ahead and just hook up the ground on the housing and the positive right here in the back. So we're gonna go ahead and hook up the positive first, and then we're gonna hook up the housing to the ground, and we're just gonna go ahead and push it in and just wait for this to pop open. If it don't pop open, then that means it's not working. So there it goes, popped open. And yeah, it's hot. You can see it smoking. Yeah, it's working. So yeah, that's all there's to it. I mean, there ain't much to it. It is I noticed it was a little filthy inside, but it's working properly. I'll probably just go ahead and take it apart, and just be real careful too when you're handling it. This thing's, it's kind of hot, but it doesn't bother me. But yeah, just don't try this at home. But it's working. You could go ahead and just twist this off right here, and it'll fall apart. And if it's not working, you can find these at any auto parts store as well. I mean, they're not rare or anything. These housings they're all pretty common. But yeah, this is how you do it if you want to keep it all original and OEM. See that? There's some washers in there. That comes off, and this whole thing falls out. So there's not much to it, and that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this out. It's a little wear and rust in here, but it ain't much. But yeah, there we go. So so far everything's good. Everything's been working. I still gotta test the radio, the speaker, what else? Oh, the fan. I mean, it's quite a few things I still gotta test, but that's how we do it. We're taking it one step at a time, and like I said, once everything gets tested, there's no reason why it shouldn't work once it goes back onto the car. But yeah, like I said, this is how you want to deal with these things, one step at a time. And there's nothing more beautiful than having everything work, your clock, your gauges, and like I said, you want to make sure you test all that before it goes in. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this this bench test, and got plenty of more coming out. All right.